Big curveball, base hit, that's it. Lights out. Dodgers beat the Nationals 3-2 on a line drive into right field by James Loney.
Vin's voice, and then James in studio. We're going to welcome back right now James Loney joining me in studio once again. So great to have you back here. Thanks for coming out.
No, it's great to be back with you.
Yeah, you did a great job last time, so we're having you back for a little bit more. We want to talk about interleague baseball, which is coming out to Dodger Stadium this week. We've got the Blue Jays and then the Yankees coming to town. Clayton Kershaw scheduled to pitch in the series finale against the Bronx Bombers. That should be a good one. Yeah,
anytime the Yankees come in town, it's going to be a big thrill for the fans. I got to play in that series back in 2010, and we had a great time.
Yeah, the last time that Kershaw faced the Yankees was actually 2016, and that was in New York. Is it different playing in New York versus playing here?
Yeah, it's a little different. You got the East Coast fans getting on you, especially on the road.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love playing on the road, and I think when the Yankees come and hit this Chavez Ravine, they're going to love it too.
Yeah, Kershaw in that one in 2016 allowed a hit and a strikeout, or he struck out 5 over 5 innings. It was a 2-0 shutout, so not bad right there.
Yeah, I know he's not throwing as hard as back in 2016 when he faced him, but he still got that devastating slider, and he still hits his spots well.
So let's talk about the race for the NL Cy Young Award, because Hyun-Jin Ryu, strong candidate for this award this year. You think he deserves it?
I think so. To have a sub-2 ERA, that's unprecedented in today's game. And for a guy that doesn't throw that hard, to be able to have that kind of success, the whole year that like he has, it's pretty special.
Yeah, sub-2, it was 1.64 ERA. It's insane.
Yeah, you don't see that. You've seen Max Scherzer win the Cy Young, the last few years, and you see Jacob deGrom, what he did last year. But to have a sub-2 right now, it's pretty special, and I want to see them, go into the World Series again and see what he can do there.
Yeah, the Dodgers southpaw leading the league with 1.64 ERA. Nationals Max Scherzer, you just mentioned that, James, also among the front runners. He's currently on the 10-day injured list with an upper back strain. But let's get into Ryu a little bit more. 12-3 on the season, 9-0 at home, 3-3 on the road. I guess there is really something to say about home field advantage.
Yeah, I think so. There's nothing like the energy at Dodger Stadium. Just the crowd pumping you up, screaming your name. And everybody knows him now.
Everybody knows him, but shouldn't that make it easier to hit him?
Well, I think he's such a smart guy. I heard he was working towards a master's degree, so he knows how to change speeds. He knows how to get into guys' heads and mix them up. So it's one of those things where he probably goes to the videotape and wants to see, what did these guys do to me last time? I'm going to change it up and keep them off balance.
The race for NL MVP, 2-horse race, if you will. Cody Bellinger and then the Bruins' Christian Yelich. It's fun to watch these two go back and forth.
Yeah, to have 40-plus home runs right now from two young guys like that, I think it's going to come down to the wire. I saw Christian Yelich was hitting 370 with guys in scoring position, so that's a big stat there. But, I think I like Bellinger at the end.
When it comes down to it, do you think that playing in a bigger city has anything to do with voting?
I don't think it should. I just think it should be the best player, no matter if your team goes to the playoffs. I'm not a big fan of that. I think you earned it if you put up the best numbers.
Yeah, okay. Well, currently Bellinger is leading all of baseball with 42 homers, which was one better than Yelich. The Dodgers outfielder ranking 4th with 97 runs batted in. So let's talk about Cody a little bit more. The 24-year-old, the youngest player to hit 42 homers in a season since 2015. How have you seen him progress, I guess, in the last couple seasons?
I talked about it a little last time. I think he's a smarter player. And I think the way he just has such a great swing. He stays on the ball, and what I mean by that is he just keeps his bat so long in the zone. He keeps his bat arcing up, and he doesn't cut off balls like some guys do. They'll get to the ball and they'll spin off. He keeps going up, 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 and it keeps him on the ball a lot longer.
Is that something you learn or you taught? Does it come natural?
I think it can be both. I think he's improved every step of the way. And, I've seen a lot of guys do that as of late, really trying to get their swing mechanics down because the mental side's always going to be a grind anyways. So you want to have the right swing.
Can you, as a player, do you appreciate when a guy has a good swing like that?
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to me.
Yeah.
I see a bunch of young guys coming up now, and anytime I see a great swing, I'm like, wow, it's majestic.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So the American League MVP race. I'm going to have us talk about Mike Trout for a minute to win the award for a 3rd time in his career, perhaps. Is he that? I think he's special. I've had the chance to cover the guy. Do you think he's that special of a player?
Yeah, he's definitely my favorite player to watch. He doesn't get the nickname God's gift for anything. I mean, you know, for what he's done the last few years and be able, you know, when he didn't win MVP, he would come and runner-up, I think, a few times. So, you know, to be that young and to be that great, you know, I think he's Hall of Famer already.
Yeah, Trout hitting .298, 41 homers, 96 RBI. The next strongest contender, we just showed you the graphic there, is the Red Sox' Rafael Devers, who's the first player to reach the 100 RBI mark this season. But Mike Trout, I think, you know, I talk about the playing in the big market team when we were comparing Bellinger and Yelich. I feel like Trout doesn't maybe get the recognition he deserves. And people have had that criticism because he does play for, even though they say the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, right?
Yeah, I mean, being on the West Coast, you know, there's a lot of East Coast fans, a lot of East Coast writers. You're not going to see all his games, but, you know, I think it's actually more special when you do it on a team that's not going to the playoffs because you may not have the protection and, you know, in the lineup. So I think it's actually more special that way. And
I love when a guy can stay with one team and have his career there. So I hope that, well, they locked him up for quite some time.
They got him at a bargain.
They did,
for over $100 million, it was a bargain for sure.
All right, well, last one, time for one more break. When Sports Central continues, we're going to come back. James and I will take you through our final ticks and introduce you to quite possibly one of the most talented gymnasts in the world. Can you do that, James?
Yeah.
Time for final ticks, and if you ever thought it was impossible to work out while riding the subway, think again. This guy in Europe has found a way to make the most of his train ride. You could see him here pulling off some fancy moves on the rings. He even tap swings on the bar, gets an ovation from his fellow riders. Oh my God.
Strong core right there.
Yeah, right? You have to have a strong core. Hey, the 2020 Olympics are right around the corner, and maybe this guy is going to be on his way to Tokyo. What do you think, James?
You got to keep doing that hot yoga for sure.
Is that what it is, hot yoga?
Keep that hair going.
Yeah, professional athletes are always looking for an edge, right? To get ahead, they'll do yoga, Pilates, cryotherapy, maybe Subway Olympics will be a new thing. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get seen, you know, get out there in the city. Get it out there, have us talking about it.
Right.
So, you know, it's all about the exposure.
You know what he needs is a social media account. Guess who got verified on Twitter?
Verified. I'm back. I'm back.
James Lodi.
Yes. Appreciate you.
Hey, thank you for being here.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a great time.
Good. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure. That's going to do it for us here this evening, everybody. Have a great night and have a great week ahead. See you soon.